Hello YouTube. It's been a while since I made a video, and I wish this one was a better one, but it's just something that I think I need to talk about before it just drives me crazy. I Let me go back. I first came to San Francisco to get away from all the bigots and all all those kinds of people that are always hating against gays, trans, whatever. And so I moved down here, and I got introduced to this girl. She was also trans, and we got together and stuff, and we've been together for a real long time. But I I'm not a controlling person. Uh, I'm just a simple person that just wants simple things. You know, being with somebody, holding, kissing, laughing, going out, and all that kind of stuff that you expect from a relationship. But looking back, I really haven't got that from this relationship. And I really feel stuck. Um, the job that I have, it's connected to the relationship. I take care of her, and then I get paid for that. And so if I break up with her, then I don't have that job. And the other side of that too is that I'm so scared of people, basically. Social anxiety, agoraphobia, fear of new places, new buildings. It's really daunting to actually think about trying to find something else. I've thought about getting SSI, but just what is involved, you know? Would I get it? You know, talking to these people and stuff? I just don't know. But coming back to where I wanted to make this video about is, well, my wife, um, she went on a trip, right? And she was gone for like a month. And I thought it was great, you know? I got some of me time. I could do what I want. I could do stuff around the house, fix stuff, you know? It was great. It was kind of hard at first, you know, being by myself again, but then I started getting a little bit of independence. And so that felt pretty good. Um, and then she came back, and at first it was kind of fine. It was kind of weird, but then I noticed that she wasn't spending any time with me. The first thing she did when she got home was call all her family. Spent at least an hour on the phone. And then after that, she just went right to bed. I can understand being tired from a trip and stuff, needing sleep, but I would, me personally, at least, you know, spend 5 minutes with my other partner. And so, I didn't get that. Even when I picked her up, I didn't get I love you, no hugs, nothing like that. And up until now, she still hasn't told me that she loves me. Um, but last night was real bad. I was getting to the point where I was feeling so alone and just wanting some kind of physical, you know, touching, hugging something, right? And so I woke her up and I started talking about it, and then it's like everything I say, she comes back at something else. And it's like, you don't understand. I got kids and all this kind of stuff. That's a whole nother story, the kid thing. And and it's like, well, okay, where do I stand in all this? Because right now I'm feeling like below the floorboards, you know? And so, you know, it's like every time I started talking, she started talking, I just kept feeling worse and worse. But what do? Do you just keep feeling the way you feel, or do you try to talk and hope that it gets better? But then it doesn't get better. And so she was like, well, I'm going to go to the store. What do you want? And then I was like, well, I want you to wake up. And I kind of, you know, I yelled at her, you know, because of all this, everything I was feeling, you know. And so, out of nowhere, she gets up and she starts coming at me, and and then she's like, well, why are you coming at me? That's what she said. And it's like, I'm not. And so she like kept coming closer, and then I ended up being in the bathroom, and she's like, you know, like towering over me, and I'm in there, I'm not dressed, and I'm shaking and everything else. And then I have my arm over my head, protecting me, because I was sure she was going to hit me. I really was. I've never been in any fight. I've never had anyone hit me. And so, the idea of somebody hitting me, it scares me to no end. I understand that people that get hit and stuff, it's really difficult and really hard. But I haven't experienced that. And so, not experiencing that is, like, really scary. And so, she was like, well, I'm not going to hit you and stuff. But she just kept going on and on. And so, after that, she finally backed off. And then she left. Well, she was actually outside the door. And so, I just put on my clothes. I had to get out. I didn't know who this person was. The person that I knew, they would tell. Okay, never mind. They would tell me that they loved me. They would, you know, sit by me, hold me and stuff, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And now I got this person that looks the same, but they don't have any emotions. They're cold. They're trying to think of the word. Detached and just distant. Yeah, distant. And That's why I told her to wake up. Because it's like, who are you? I don't know you. And it's too much. And so I wrote a small note saying that I don't know who you are, and I put on my clothes and I went outside, and then there she was by the window. And so I'm trying to pin excuse me. I was I was trying to pin the paper on the door, and I was shaking so bad I couldn't even do it. And so I just ran down the hall. Um at this time it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so it wasn't like I could just hang out somewhere. Everything was closed. Well, except for one little store. That's where I ended up going to. I went up there, got some smokes, and just kind of hanged outside for a little while. But then I knew I had to go back. And, I mean, aside from one person that's not really there, I really didn't have anywhere to crash. I mean, I suppose the other person I could have called, they or may not have answered. But I meant to bring my phone, but in a rush I didn't. But, so, I went back up, knocked on the door, and at this point I am so terrified, I'm shaking. I don't want to be more than a few feet away. Actually, I want to be further away than that. But I go in, and she was like, well, I never hit anyone in my whole life, and I'm not about to start. And I'm thinking the whole time, it's like, you may not have hit me physically, but you still did. And so I'm up against the door, just shaking and crying and everything else. And get this, in that state, that's when she wants to comfort me. You believe that? It always seems to be like that. I mean, she doesn't do anything aside from sleep and use the computer. Yeah, she does a few other things, but that's like 90% of what she does. And I like to think I'm a nice person. I mean, I'm not racist. I don't judge people. I'm soft-spoken, and yeah, I have my own opinions about things. But I'm the most easygoing person you'll ever meet. But it's like I'm the enemy. And so she starts talking about this stuff that I do, or that I've said, and it's like, I didn't say that. And this isn't the first time she says stuff that I didn't say. And so it's like, I couldn't even sleep last night. After that, I just sat on the bed while she was on the other side, and I just sat there, thinking about what I should do, thinking about how I'm feeling, how scared I am. And so, I'm feeling better today, but the fear, it's still there. And it's like, am I going to say something else to set her off? I don't know. I don't know this person. And of course, all day today, she spent the whole time talking to her family that she spent a month with. And I I glanced over on the computer, and of course she says, to her sister, "I love you, sis." And it's like, that's like a jab, you know, say that, but not to me. But she claims that she cares about me. And several times, I tell her, show me you care about me. And she doesn't say anything. She just says that she cares for me. And in my crying state, I say, what did I say? This is hard. I don't remember what I said. But anyway, I still feel that, I need to go. But the problem is that a while ago, I got in some trouble, with the cops and stuff. And so, I had probation. And so, I can't leave. Like, no, I can't. And so I can't leave. And then if I just move out, I'll be homeless again. And then doing that and making meetings and stuff, I I don't know how I would do that. I thought, you know, getting on a GA and stuff, assistant program, that's what it's called here. And I did that for a while. Basically, they set you up with a place, and then after a while, they give you some, like, basic cleanup and stuff, grunt work that nobody wants to do, like clean buses and stuff. And it's like a couple times a week. And I did that for 2 years. And I could do that. But I can't live with her anymore. I mean, I'm scared. And she told me that she was scared that I was going to leave her and stuff. I didn't feel this way until all this happened. And so, she's doing it to herself. I mean, at this point, I'd rather be alone and lonely than to be around this person. But it's like, I wish I had somebody to kind of hold my hand and just tell me what direction to go. Because I got a couple ideas, but none of them sound easy. None of them sound 100%. And so, it's like I catch 22 times 3, So, I just thought it'd be good to get this out. So, if you watch this video, thank you for listening. I'll try to make more videos. I don't know when, but yeah.